of the moment of Pair 4. This one is the weird Uno game, but except for more poodles here, this is called the Uno Show of No Mercy. This is when I learned the rules on it, but the rules are exactly the same as regular Uno, but except for these changes. For revision those rules, check out this video. Then we'll have the cards. So yep. So I would search for the rules for now on. So yep. So just to remember. So yep. That means the new numbers here, the special rules are here. That means whenever you play a 7 of any colors, they must swap your hands into another player forever if you just want to. But then whenever you play a 0 of any colors, all players must pass their hand to the next player in the current direction of play. Their action cards are the same as regular Uno. 12-2, the next players must draw 2 cards and loses their turn. Skip the next players. The reverse. When playing, the direction of play is reversed. If play was moving clockwise, and it now moves the counterclockwise and vice versa. With just 2 players, a reverse skip to other players, letting you take another turn. There are new action cards are. Discard all the cards in your hand that match the colors of the discard all cards. Place the extra cards under the discard all card. Skip every one card. Skip all the other players and take another turn as the same as Uno Flip. 12-4. The next player must draw 4 cards and loses their turn. They are new 1 cards. Such for different wild cards, but except for the Unos, this is 12-4, original one. Then the next player must draw 4 cards, then loses their turn. That means yep. Ultimate challenge. So yep. Do the original wild colors is for changing the colors. Then pick the color that resumes to play. The round reverse 12-4. Reverse the direction of play and make the next player in the new direction must draw 4 cards and loses their turn. But the original Uno for big challenge of round 12-4 has been removed. Round 12-6 and round 12-10. Then the next player must draw 6 or 10 cards, then loses their turn, and pick the color that wishes to play. White color win it. The next player chooses the color. After that, they must reveal cards one at a time from the draw pile until they get a card of that color. If the white cards does not count, then they add the river cards to the hand and loses their turn. Play the good news with the chosen colors. So yep, but you start out the stack, draw cards by placing the draw stack equal of higher value than just 1 card. If you stack the other draw cards face down here, the next player is unable to stack draw cards, draw the total of cards, and then use the turn. If the card is a wild, then choose the color that wishes to play. But the reverse 12-4 will play just 2 players. The reverse forces you to 12-4 cards instead of for the opponent. However, you still are allowed to stack and send the penalties back to them. The number of cards over the face value. Every action costs over 20 points, and the wild card costs around 50 points. If ever the player has 25 or more cards in hand, then immediately eliminate for the game. So yep, the party begins because of card videos. So yep, if the players have eliminated for having more than 25 cards, then placing the cards on the bottom of the discard piles. Then play continues. But you get spectating on other players. But however, when you do not have the playable card, then you must draw cards for the top of the draw pile until you get a playable card or the wild cards, then you can play it. If not, then continuously draw cards until they will have playable cards. Then you must play it. Like the regular Uno, but except the 12-1 cards. If not, then switch to the next players. But however, the Uno Hero Missy, we don't have enough colors for this, then you must draw cards again and again. Like the PS5 of Uno Ubisoft, yep. But however, for playing for points, the face value is for the numbers. The numbers of all face value. The reverse skip 12-2, 12-4 discard on, and skip everyone over 20 points. The action counts. And our wild cards, including reverse 12-4, 12-6, 12-10, and wild color units, are each for 50 points. When the player is eliminated for the game for having too many cards, the points are not scored based on the cards. Instead, which can cause eliminated earns 250 points. The only goal is to get 1000 points wins. So anyways, thanks for watching. Goodbye guys.